Phil Curtis and Dolly Anagnostis lived in the same town on the Maine coast for 40 years.
Phil and his family lived on Winter Street, which ran this way, and me and my family lived on Summer Street, which ran this way.
They literally intersected.
Yes, they did.
Phil's daughter babysat Dolly's kids. He taught her kids math and coached her son's tennis team.
I was a member of the church. Phil just barely joined.
I sang in the choir,
Okay.
but I attended the church when I wasn't playing tennis.
Phil's wife, Catherine, and Dolly were good friends.
Dolly actually was one of the eulogists in her funeral.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Driving up the Maine coast together to hear Phil's daughter, Catie, sing, the two friends found themselves talking about grief.
It just came out all of a sudden.
Feelings you didn't even realize that you had.
Actually, I hadn't exposed my feelings to many people in my lifetime.
Dolly, did you sense that when you guys were talking?
Absolutely. It was a new Phil that I didn't know at all.
Coming home after the concert, Dolly knew something had changed.
I have never gotten out of anybody's car so fast in all my life. I just jumped out of the car, said, "Thank you, bye." And even at this age, I had no idea how to deal with that.
It took some time, but eventually Phil and Dolly married. He was 80. She was 71. On their wedding cake, a ship that Phil had tattooed on his arm.
This acronym says, "We only go this way once." We had both thought that our ships had sailed.
Yes, we had.
A love story like this calls for a honeymoon for the books. And so it was that for their honeymoon,
Paris or Hawaii, that's what people will say. But not Phil and Dolly, they don't do things that way.
Phil and Dolly decided to visit a Maine landmark.
Rennie's, a Maine adventure.
Now, if you're not from Maine, you wouldn't know that this is that landmark, Rennie's department store. Never heard of Rennie's?
Well, it's an exciting store.
We'll let John Rennie explain.
We try to have different merchandise come into the store every day, 5 days a week, so it makes it exciting. You know, it's always something new.
His dad opened the first store in Damariscotta in 1949. The family's been running it ever since.
Rennie's candy bars are a favorite.
Daughter Faustine manages operations. Furniture,
Toys.
yoga mats,
Yeah.
hair products,
Yeah.
dog biscuits,
Yeah.
pretty much all of that you have.
Anything that's not in a refrigerator.
With riches like that, why just visit one store when you can head to all 17 Rennie's department stores in Maine?
700 miles of driving, that's one way to say I love you.
Daughter Catie Curtis thought it was the sort of honeymoon that deserved a song.
I thought it was totally ridiculous and wonderful.
Turns out their wedding day was also the day of Rennie's annual early bird sale. And, well,
Hello.
Phil never got there that day. Were you obsessed with it?
I was obsessed with buying things at discount. But the idea of our honeymoon going to Rennie's stores,
Was actually my idea.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know, it just dawned. And he's silly enough to say, "Yeah, let's do it." So off we went.
They'll go to Pittsfield and Camden, Ellsworth and Saco.
Here you go, right here.
We thought John and Faustine Rennie might like to meet two of their most devoted customers.
well, right now I'm wearing a nice Pendleton shirt.
From Rennie's.
And of course, my wigwam socks.
John,
Yes.
can you shoot Phil like a 10% discount on the wigwam socks or something? I mean,
We'll work on it.
okay, Phil, we've got it on
I
camera.
appreciate that.
So, there you have it. A love story, hopefully with discounts.
Better than Club Med, better than a cruise. Phil